Less stress, more time, more money. Welcome to the Cash Flow Contractor, short with Khalil bin Haj.
What's up, cash flow contractors? Khalil here with another short to help you find less stress, more time, and more money in your business. Really looking forward to talking to you today about demand in your market. So capturing demand versus generating demand. And what I always love about the cash flow contractor is that as a marketer, I get to educate an audience that isn't really familiar with the newest, latest, and greatest and unique strategies in marketing in their business, and educate them on how to implement what some of the top companies in the world are doing to win over audiences and have more customers through their marketing. And I get to use those same techniques and educate the construction industry on how to use those in their business. And really a big thing going on right now, and it's been going on for even years, but it's becoming popularized, is demand generation. And so by talking about demand generation, I need to start with capturing demand. So let's go through the idea of what capturing demand is. Right now, in your market, in your industry, as a contractor, there are people out there that are in demand for your services that are actively looking for those services. And they are looking online, they're talking to their network for word of mouth referrals. There's lots of opportunities out there for them to find information on where to get started. And if they come to your website because someone referred them to you or because you showed up on Google, you need to be able to capture that demand. Do you have Google ads whenever they search Google? That's an opportunity where you can capture demand. Do you have good reviews on your Google My Business whenever that listing pulls up? That's an opportunity for you to capture that demand. Do you have a really good opportunity for them to call you on your website or fill out a form on your website to get started or get a quote or take that next step? That is an opportunity to capture demand. There's so many channels out there that you need to have conversion optimized, meaning that you've set it up to be able to adequately convert the traffic that's on your website, that's in a channel, to an actual opportunity for you. So that's capturing demand in its basic form. And there's so many contractors out there that have a terrible website that aren't really set up on Facebook or Google ads or Google My Business or all these different channels. And what's happening is that there's people that are being referred to you and they go to your website and they don't really see any of your work. There's not really good photos on there. And because of that, you're not set up for them to be converted into a customer. You're not capturing the demand that's already there for you. And that's what we see whenever we do a growth foundation for someone. Whenever we get their website set up with really good messaging that speaks to the problems of your customers, and we have great photos of the jobs that you've completed, and you're showing them the work that you're capable of doing, and you're speaking their language, you're more likely to capture that demand, especially if you've got a good call to action, a great form that they can fill out with a follow-up email or a scheduling link where they can get started. Those are the things that are going to help you capture more demand. And so many contractors would see a higher conversion rate in customers if they were working on capturing that demand. So that's one aspect of it. But what do you do about the customers that are out there that aren't necessarily aware that they're in demand for your services? Maybe you sell pergolas, for example, and there's people out there that don't know what a pergola is. Hopefully every contractor does, but it's a really great addition to your backyard. And maybe they're not even aware that that's something that they could get for an affordable price, or that would really change the way that they use the space of their home. What if you were to be able to generate demand for that product by allowing the people that are in your target audience, but don't even know that they might need or want your service, to show them that, hey, this is something that you actually want? You could talk about outdoor living. You could have ads going in outdoor living magazines. You could go to those kinds of trade shows. You could do all sorts of things to get in front of that audience and share with them the joy of owning a pergola and how it transforms the way you use your backyard. And it's a great spot for coffee in the morning. And all of a sudden you're starting to want a pergola if you're in that target audience. So what are the techniques and the tactics that you're doing in your business to generate demand for that next group of customers that isn't your word of mouth referrals, that isn't the people that have already realized they want your service as a contractor? What are you doing for them? And not just beyond, not just generating that demand for your product or service as a whole, meaning, hey, I sell pergolas. Maybe you need a pergola, but even the demand of, no, you need to use me for your pergola, right? You should be working with me, not somebody else. You shouldn't be going to the big box guys, but you should be using my service for your pergola or whatever it is that you're selling as a product inside of, as a contractor. So how do you do that? I think there are several ways, but at the heart of it, it all starts with a really good message. And for that, you need good content. You need content that is interesting, content that's compelling and engaging, that's relevant to your target audience and contextual to the problems that you're solving for them. That's really where it starts at the heart of it. And a really great way for any contractor to create content is to do really good case studies, to really sit down with the customers that have been your best customers, that are raving fans for you, and to ask them why they chose you, why they chose to purchase your product or service. And what was the journey like for them? What are all the mistakes that they made along the way? What are the problems that they ran into, the obstacles they ran into? What was so great about your process of working with you as a contractor? How is it different from other experiences they've had with contractors? If you can create a good case study that has before and after photos and all of the content that it pertains to why that person chose you and what it was like working with you, that's a great form of content that now you can share with people. You can repurpose as other types of content like social posts and videos that will generate that demand for you. And then if you have a good conversion optimized website and other channels that are conversion optimized, like your Google My Business and your Facebook and other platforms, if you have all that in place, you're going to generate that demand and then you're going to adequately capture that demand. So a good thing to think about here, what efforts are you doing right now to generate demand in your business? Maybe it's networking, maybe it's asking for referrals from customers, maybe it's creating content already. Maybe you're building something and you're doing a great job documenting it on video and posting that to social media. Maybe that's what you're doing right now on the demand generation side, or maybe you're not doing anything. And if you're not doing anything, and especially if you are doing something, what are you doing to make sure that you're actually capturing that demand? Is everything conversion optimized? What does that look like for your business? These are all things that I think might help you think about marketing in a little bit of a different way. How are you generating demand and how are you capturing demand? I hope that you found this episode helpful. These are all things that I work with companies on. If you're interested in doing anything like that, Benali can help you and we'd be happy to chat with you. But hope this helps you find less stress, more time, and more money in your business. Thanks for listening. Let us know what you thought about the episode and share this episode with anyone that you think might find interest in it. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to The Cashflow Contractor. Check out our website in the show notes or visit thecashflowcontractor.com.